Okay, so it seems that recently there's been a little bit of a situation going on with the whole Filian stuff. Now, obviously, we covered this quite a bit, but in one of my last videos, I noticed a common kind of trend that people were talking about with the latest announcement on the countdown. Now, if you don't know, obviously, Rima posted this one, obviously, of the website itself, a new website under the domain Filian is Lost appeared with the large 88-hour countdown, and literally just the words phase 1. Now, obviously, many people have been speculating what this is. Will it be a countdown towards her, like, re-debut or debut, sorry. She hasn't actually debuted in the first place. But yeah, will it, like, kind of count down to her return? How many phases is there going to be? Does the phase mean she's joining Phase Connect? You never know. But of course, the countdown is still ticking, and it's almost 3 days, just over 3 days now. I think it's June 2nd that we're going to see some kind of update or whatever, and whatever that may be. It might be more clues and things. It might not, when this countdown ends, don't expect it to be a full debut or anything yet. It seems like this is just the first phase of things, but again, it is very interesting, right? But one thing people noticed, and I think it is very unfortunate, is this, in particular to this post here. Now, obviously, Rima just screenshotted it whenever she saw it, right? And, she said it had a large 88-hour countdown. And a lot of people have been kind of pointing this out and trying to kind of like tie it to Filian and, some of her like opinions and whatever, which I think is really weird. And obviously, yeah, like these are the comments that I'm seeing here saying 88, Filian, is this a dog whistle? Now, again, I just think this is crazy because it's literally just saying that, a countdown is a dog whistle, which it isn't, right? If you guys don't know what a dog whistle is, it's essentially, it's usually a phrase or numbers or whatever that essentially means something to obviously a certain group of people, and only that group of people kind of know what that means, or maybe people that are interested, or maybe people that just know what it means, right? It's just one of these things where, not everybody is going to know what it means, and not everybody is going to know, exactly what they're kind of hinting at or whatever, and it's supposed to be kind of like almost like a beacon to like other people that, usually kind of sympathize with that kind of stuff, right? And a lot of it tends to be associated with like Nazis and things like that, right? Obviously, there's a lot of Nazi dog whistles, including the number 88, and obviously 88 stands for the two letters HH, and obviously if you don't know what HH means, well, it's obviously to do with the Austrian painter man, right? Again, so essentially that is a dog whistle, right? And only people online and whatever will use that to kind of, try to freely express the fact that they are one of these, while, obviously not saying it outright, which obviously is crazy. But I think it's crazy that some people are trying to make it seem like Filian is someone that is doing this, right? Because that is definitely not the case, right? This is a countdown. This isn't a certain, number or anything. And as I said, this is just from where Rima has screenshotted it, right? I'm sure it probably was at 89 hours or whatever, as well. So again, it didn't, I don't think it started at 88. I think this is just where she saw it from, as 88. And of course, it's still going down, right? It's at 56 right now. So yeah, it's a changing number, right? It's literally like any other kind of thing on planet Earth that has a changing number, right? It's like, I don't know how to describe it. Like if you get like a new phone number, it has 88 in there. Does that mean that's a dog whistle? No, right? If, literally anything. If you get like a verification code, right, on Google, does that mean that's a dog whistle? No, of course not, right? If you turn 88 years old, are you now a dog whistle? No, of course not. And I think it is crazy that so many people are trying to make it out to seem like Filian is this kind of, person who's trying to, dog whistle to other people that have those kind of opinions and views and whatever, which that's just not the case at all. It's just such a dumb argument. And I'm kind of surprised to see all of these different replies, right? I see people saying, hey, Chichas, Filian's taking a radical new direction. So 88, what did Filian mean by this? Yeah, 88, Filian, is this a dog whistle? And then saying, Nazi comeback with the Nazi dog whistle, okay. And I'm genuinely kind of shocked that there is this many people out there that would actually genuinely believe that this was some kind of dog whistle, right? Because it isn't. It's a countdown. Countdowns can, hit the number 88 at one point, and they can also hit you know, any other number. That's the whole point of a countdown, right? Just because it hits a certain number at a certain point in time for the next hour doesn't mean that she's trying to dog whistle, right? As I said, you can literally apply this to anything. You could apply this to anything out there. Like, hey, if your sub count on Twitch went to 88, does that mean you're all of a sudden doing a dog whistle? Of course not, right? If your followers were at 88, no, right? You get what I mean, right? If there's 88 likes on a video, that doesn't mean anything. I think it is crazy. You know, if you decide to what do you call it, upload something on the 8th of August, does that mean that's a dog whistle? No, of course not. I think it is crazy. I just think it's insane, right? Of course, there's many people out there who genuinely will use this number and whatever to, you know, do some horrible stuff and whatever. Of course, right? But Filian, I don't know why I have to say this, but Filian isn't the one that's going to be doing this, right? It's clear that obviously if you are normally normal-minded and you are normal, you will know that, you know, this is just a countdown to what will be probably her debut. Will probably be towards phase 2 of whatever is going on. Maybe there'll be another countdown, and maybe more people will freak out over the fact that, you know, the countdown will say 88 again, right? I don't know. I think it's crazy that, that so many people are freaking out over this, and that this really was a genuine topic. As I said, I think it's rather unfortunate because obviously if Rima, like, you know, didn't tweet this for like another hour or so, it would have said like 87 and then obviously nobody would have cared. So I think it is just like unfortunate timing with the screenshot as well. So yeah, I think it is literally just people taking it from this one screenshot in particular. But as I said, I'm so surprised that there are so many people that are actually kind of saying this when it's very obviously a screenshot just taken in the moment at the time. And of course, there's been more kind of announcements and things, as we saw in the last video. Essentially, there was a kind of a German thing, which also is something that I think some people were kind of pointing out, the fact that she was speaking German. But again, I just don't think that makes any sense at all. It is just literally the fact that she's speaking German, right? It really doesn't make that much of a difference. So yeah, I don't know. It obviously is just supposed to be a kind of ARG type thing. And of course, the convention that this is being held at is apparently in Dusseldorf, in Germany. Dokumi is, I'm pretty sure it's in Dusseldorf, at least from a quick search up. It seems to be in Dusseldorf. So it kind of makes sense that she's speaking German because it's at a German convention, right? Like, I mean, that's also something that people maybe were kind of associating with this kind of stuff as well. So yeah, just try not to get it misconstrued. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of people that are trying to say certain things, right? Of course, I don't think anybody really said anything in this case, but again, it's more so about the number on the countdown. And again, you guys can see as how ridiculous that is and how insane people are to really be making that kind of assumption from just a random screenshot, right? But yeah, I mean, that's essentially all there is for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameSubs, use my code Kazo, get 10% off. Again, they've got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.